Continuing on with you look back at the year that was 1981. Thief is that movie that cements the idea that heat doesn't just exist in a vacuum. Michael Mann really is that good and a true genius of the heist movie. His theatrical debut came out of the gate so sure of itself from its style, characters, goals, mood, dialogue, that its confidence becomes its basically best feature. This is a classic of the swinging dick variety. And who's a better one of those than James Caan, playing Frank, a once upon a time loser who found the light in prison after serving time for trumped up charges. Now out 4 years, he lives in Chicago and makes his living as a jewel thief, only he's thinking of retirement, tired of dealing with such issues as every time a fence dies, with his money in his hand, it's hard to even get that money back. New life has encouraged him to live with a set of rules. He keeps his cohort group small, but a more high-level fence named Leo, played by Robert Prosky, makes him an offer he can't refuse. And before the movie is out, he's also promising Frank everything he ever wanted, from the house with the picket fence to a baby boy through an adoption agency. The woman Frank can basically provide for himself, but not without some doing. He's dating a cashier named Jessie, played by Tuesday Weld, who doesn't exactly know what he does for a living, but when she finds out, he basically has to throw her in the car, and it leads to the best scene of the movie.
$150 slacks. I wear silk shirts. I wear $800 suits. I wear a gold watch. I wear a perfect D, flawless, 3-carat ring. I change cars like other guys change their fucking shoes. I'm a thief. I've been in prison, all right?
So what? I don't care.
Yeah, and he also whips out his vision board and confesses his ultimate desires in life to wear down her defenses. Their first date takes them to a diner, which contains a pouring out of farts so beautifully, compellingly written and acted between the two that it becomes the most impactful scene in the whole film. So Leo will set up big scores and Frank will use his considerable expertise to do the big jobs. But soon Frank begins to notice little obstacles. His car is bugged, some corrupt cops are following him looking for kickbacks, and he finds that he's been double-crossed. There are these conflicts, but also the ones that Frank has within himself, as a man who wants to be more than just a thief, who wants the American dream of a wife and family, but whose rough temperament and unfortunate upbringing as a ward of the state have only made him good at being a thief and have left a hard shell around him. Khan is exceptionally good with all of this, an unshakable wise guy who lifts profane threats and insults to the level of art. He's unquestionably an asshole, being the last guy in the world you ever want to fuck with, but he's also has the sincerity that makes us want to believe in his convictions, even if he struggles at turning off what is ingrown in him. And Khan not just acts here, but he also did a considerable amount of research regarding this role of becoming a thief. He learned safecracking, he learned firearms, and he hung out with a real thief, who Mann gives a role in this film. And it also seems like Mann did quite a bit of research for this as well. This isn't some corny safecracking movie where the guys wear stethoscopes and punch some numbers into a keypad. No, this movie whips out the heavy-duty tools. I mean, there are some saws, there are drills, there's this thing that looks like a gigantic sparkler. I mean, these guys know their tools. They know how to use them. These guys are like the Bob Vila of stealing shit. And what's not a surprise is that the film has a terrific mood as well, depicting a nighttime ambiance of city life and skyscrapers that's just asking for a Phil Collins drum riff. Instead, we get a Tangerine Dream, which provides a pulsing, dreamlike score that's as 80s as it gets. There's some really good performances from the supporting cast here, too, particularly from Prosky, who comes off as shrewd as he does a significant power player in this world. Weld matches Khan really well, and we even believe that mellow pothead Willie Nelson is a father figure to the intense Khan for about a scene, which is all that's really required. Just from top to bottom, Thief is a strong piece of work and a sure sign that Mann would be one of the best to ever come out of television before he would even bring a cinematic experience to television 3 years later with Miami Vice. No retrospective on the man's career would be complete without adding Thief to it. That's why I'm going A-, guys. But that is my opinion. Love to hear yours. Let me know down below there. I hope you guys are enjoying this retrospective of 1981. I'm planning on going through all the years and stuff like that. I'm really having fun doing it so far. I hope you guys are enjoying watching it, and I hope to see you back again. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.